was a man, in my opinion, of great vision. He was also a man who had amazing organizational abilities to fulfill the visions. More importantly, though, he had a way of figuring out how to pay for them and to get help to pay for them. And as a consequence of that, we have the downtown, we have the Baton Rouge that we have today. As I mentioned, my wife and I moved to Spanish Town in 1999, met Davis early. At one point, he said, "Daryl, it's time. I need you to help me pull that rope in this tug of war." I think he said that to many people, but I was one of them that got on the rope with him. And what a great rope to be on. I served on the commission for a long time. I think before we had term limits, probably, because I served from 2003 to 2014. And I served for 2 years as chairman, thanks to Davis and his leadership. Yes, we call that time the Renaissance, and the Renaissance continues. What did we do during my tenure over there? Excuse me, what did Davis do with me pulling the rope with him during that time? The historic neighborhood revitalization, and we took part in that. We were one of the 1896 houses that was renovated during that period. The creation of the Arts and Entertainment District on 3rd Street, a big fight between some of the bar owners that wanted to keep things the way they wanted to, and some who wanted it to be like New Orleans, and we insisted on making this a development where we had bars, yes, but we had entertainment venues, and we had residences, and we had young professionals and people involved. The Shaw Center and the Manship Theater. Wow. No one can claim that like we can. I'm more proud of that Manship Theater than you could imagine, because I can't think of another one in this country that is quite the venue that stage is, where you can stand on that stage without all of these devices and hear people in the back, and they can hear you. I have seen some amazing performances. I'm so excited that it's back, and I'm looking forward to this year. The Hilton Hotel, it had been closed for more than 30 years, and it was redone. There were stalactites hanging from the ceiling in that place, and it was one of the most amazing redevelopments I've ever seen, and became a star Hilton Hotel. And more hotels followed that. I think the most amazing thing about all of it were those DDD meetings. We had 60 to 90 people at every single meeting. Board members, yes, we had to be there. We wanted to be there, but it was people who wanted to hear, wanted to be a part of the excitement that was being created in this downtown development district. They were excited to hear about it. They wanted to be a part of it, and they wanted to be a part of this. We can do this together. That was Davis. I joined Davis, as did all of those other former chairmen, and I see one or two of them out here in this audience, could not have not been here today. And we were with him with his big shoulders, his gentle disposition, his diplomacy, always, but as always, determination. Every board member I know from past and forward, I know, still, if called upon, will always be there to help pull the rope. Thank you, the Davis Rhorer family, for all he gave to us. Thank you.
I had the pleasure to work with Davis for over 13 years. It's a treasure that I'll have with me for years in a lot of ways. I'm sure many of you in the public have seen him walking around, whether you knew who he was or not, walking around during events, making sure that the presentation of the green spaces in downtown was always stellar and that visitors were having the best experience that they could possibly have. He was so passionate about his work. Downtown was his career, his hobby, his favorite place for leisure and exercise, you name it. Toward the end of his life, he never seemed to leave downtown. Davis was a landscape architect by education. And he always made sure that we used the best landscape designers from around the country on our projects, because he understood the importance of creating public spaces that were not only beautiful, but functional and usable. He always wanted to keep the spaces at a high standard of sophistication, paying special attention to keeping views to the stage open, void of any obstructions, not allowing banners to be tied up in different places haphazardly. But this plaza represents Davis's conviction and vision for a central green, a unified system of green spaces surrounded by the city's cultural attractions and institutions such as City Hall, the Old State Capitol, the River Center, the Shaw Center, and 3rd Street. The redesign of this space and the others that make up the Central Green was to make them accessible, usable, and conducive to gathering of the community, which is something that he thought was very important. Rhorer Plaza was the final step in uniting these previously disconnected urban spaces and a green space that he was especially proud of. There were challenges to overcome in implementing the park, including the creation of a green roof. And you may not realize, but that lawn is actually a green roof. It's built on top of a parking garage. The bridging over the lower parking area here to create a new dance floor and allow usage of the stage from both sides. Most people in his position would have been overwhelmed by the challenge, saying it wasn't feasible. But Davis rarely took no for an answer. He charged forward with the determination that he always had. We will all miss Davis, but there will always be comfort in all of the visual reminders of his legacy found all throughout downtown. You would assume that nothing made Davis more proud than downtown, but I happen to know for a fact that the next person to the podium was higher on that list. It's Mr. Davis S. Rhorer, Jr. Davis.
Mayor President Broom, Mayor Pro Tem Cole, council members, and everyone here today, thank you so much for coming together this afternoon to honor my father and to kick off the first Live After 5 in much too long. Over the course of his career, Dad inspired countless people. He lived a life of service to others. He embraced his hometown. A man of authentic passion and work ethic and a tireless vision, he was an unstoppable force, an inspiration for myself. And since taking the helm of the DDD in 1987, he never stopped pushing to transform the heart and soul of our community, one community, transforming downtown into a place where people can come to live, to work, to play, to experience all that Baton Rouge has to offer. And it would be far too difficult for me to name each person who supported Dad along that way. There were many who always believed in him, stood up for him, advocated for him, and for downtown, and supported that vision for the heart of our city and wider community. And Dad's passion and commitment to the redevelopment of downtown Baton Rouge were the spark that ignited a community, and his work will remain a shining example of what can be accomplished when people come together. Since Dad has passed away, I've thought about the many projects and initiatives that he spearheaded, people, businesses, groups he worked with, the many great things that started out just as ideas, dismissed as improbable, or small improvements that were laying the foundation for something so much greater. And indeed, great things come from those who aren't afraid to put in the work, who aren't afraid to leave lives in service of something greater, in service of others. And as a downtown worker and resident myself, I take enormous pride in how far we've come. I look out at this plaza, the home of Live After 5, and it really exemplifies Dad's conviction and vision for what downtown could be. It was a project he was so proud of, and there was so much more he was excited to work on. Bike paths connecting our entire parish from Southern University to LSU, from downtown to Segan Lane. The LSU Lakes, the theater and riverfront revitalization, all the new residents, businesses, hotels. I'm thankful that Dad got to see so much of what he always envisioned come to fruition. And I'll just close with this. I've lately been reading old newspaper articles from the Advocate and the State Times. You see, in those early years, 1987 and 1988, my mom would always clip out an article that mentioned my dad, some small thing or some quote. It was a big deal for her, for them. There was one, it was an editorial, and it was a little critical in 1987, and it asked, when was the last time anyone went downtown to eat at a good restaurant, to get health care, to watch a movie, to listen to music? And I just laughed because you can do all of that now. But there was one Our Views published by The Advocate in January of 1988 that I just want to briefly quote. The paper was welcoming some improvements to 4th Street. It was one of those really early projects that the DDD spearheaded. It was one of their first recommendations, and it was enthusiastically adopted by the mayor and the council. The paper noted that work would not have come about without people from the neighborhoods, from businesses, from the community, keeping up the fight for change, something so small but so meaningful. And it had this quote, a small thing perhaps, but it also demonstrates that people with ideas can make a difference. And that, we believe, may prove to be a more lasting contribution to the betterment of Baton Rouge. What starts as small things can culminate into something greater than any one person. And in honor of my father's memory, and as a thank you to this wonderful city for naming this space in his honor, Mayor Broom, Mayor Pro Tem Cole, on behalf of my mom and myself, we would like to donate this plaque. Thank you.
You know, when we opened parks, if you ever went to a ribbon cutting, we always had to do something a little special, just to make it a little better than all other ribbon cuttings. So when we opened originally City Hall Plaza and now Rhorer Plaza, you know, he wanted as many people as possible to be able to participate, not just the ribbon cutters. So we actually threw Frisbees. We lined up for a photo op, and a number of us threw Frisbees out into the lawn, and that was kind of the way to signify the official opening of the space. So tonight we're going to throw a few Frisbees. We unfortunately don't have enough for everyone here, but we're going to go through the action of throwing the Frisbees just to signify officially Rhorer Plaza. Okay, everyone watch your faces. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, we're downtown Baton Rouge for the unveiling of Rhorer Plaza. I'm LaTangela Faye with the Louisiana Film Channel. Today, the weather is holding off. It is the long-awaited return of Live After 5. We are back in full effect. I would ask Mr. Rhorer to sing his favorite song for us. However, he said, Tan, not today. I'm not singing. But tell us a little bit about the importance of being here today for the unveiling of Rhorer Plaza.
You know, this was a big project for my dad, and he just loved Live After 5. It's one of those events that anybody can come out to. You can dance, you can sing, just have a good time. No judgment, which is good for me, 'cause I'm a terrible dancer and singer. But it's just so exciting to see this come back finally after this long break, and so appreciate this from the city and from everyone coming out to downtown.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's about time for the band to get kicked off. We have a lot of vendors here, a lot of family and friends. Don't forget that Live After 5 is back better than ever before in Rhorer Plaza. Listen, the vision is clear. We are here and we are ready to take this to the next level. So listen, it's about time for us to hit the dance floor. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. You keep it locked right here with the Louisiana Film Channel, bringing you all of the inside scoop on arts, culture, and so much fun. It's LaTangela Faye with the Louisiana Film Channel. Now, you know, every Friday we'll be out and about, possibly back for the next Live After 5. If you want to keep in touch with all of the events that we have going on, be sure to log on LouisianaFilmChannel.com. And yes, there's an app for that. Download the app and see where we're going to be next, bringing you all of the excitement, all things Louisiana around the globe. Okay, I see that the band, they're getting ready right about now. You know what, Dr. Fry, listen, you've been out here for a while with this live entertainment. What is it that has caught your attention today so far?
Well, I think the neatest thing about this is actually being able to present this to the people and our viewers.
Yes.
I mean, no one else has ever attempted to do what we're doing, and that's broadcast the bands, give them the publicity, let everybody around the world see what goes on here in Baton Rouge. This is a great opportunity. And in a minute, the band's just getting ready to take the stage, so I'm going to throw it back to you and let you introduce the band, okay?
Absolutely, and thank you so much for even being the visionary and letting us bring all of the arts, the culture, and the fun and excitement of Louisiana around the globe. Now, you see the Falls Band, they're getting ready right now. You hear the drums. I brought my triangle just in case they needed backup.
Just in case? Okay.
Just in case.
We're running to get you a cowbell or something. There you go.
It needs more cowbell.
Lots of fun, no doubt. So we got music festivals. We've got the Renaissance Fair, I understand they're working on. There's just a whole lot of different things for everybody. So if you've got a festival out there that you're in charge of and you'd like to have it live streamed around the world, contact our little TV station here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we'll do what we're doing tonight with you.
I'm looking forward to it. It's about time for us to take the party up to the next level. When you see the keyboard player saying, "I think I'm ready," and you see the bass player get his little two-step going, and the drummer doing his little foot tap, I think we're somewhere close.
That's true. That's true. I'm telling you, the excitement here is growing. People are coming in, and this being the first one after such a long delay.
Right.
It's amazing anybody showed up, but they've got 150, 200 people out here, and more people are coming in. I can see people dragging their lawn chairs in. And I think once this band cranks up, everybody downtown will be running over to see what the noise is.
That's it. And you know, it's so great to see all of the elected officials come out and just put all of their political differences aside to honor someone who worked so hard to move our city forward with the downtown district development, to say, you know what? This is what downtown Baton Rouge should look like, what it should feel like, what it should be like. You see families coming out fresh off from work or just been locked up in the house all day. Well, today is the day we're going to take it up another notch. We got Erica Falls and her band getting ready to kick it off. So you ready to go get our two-step in?
Start stepping in and stepping out.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Mardi Gras Mambo playing. We have the DJs on the ones and twos. You still have time to make your way on out. Thank you so much to the crew that's out here today with us. Listen, tonight it's going to be eventful, so I hope you're ready. Be sure to log on LouisianaFilmChannel.com.
Live After 5, how y'all feeling out there this evening? Hey! My name is Erica Falls. I'm right up on the road down there in New Orleans, y'all. And I am honored to be here with you on this evening. We got some good music playing, some originals and some classics y'all don't know about. Let's go. Here we go. Stand up, sister, rise up, brother. Don't you know that I'm with you, whatever you do. Stand up, sister, rise up, brother. Don't you know that? Look to the sky of the Father's eyes. Love's the need of love today. Baby said, don't come there hustling, trying to make a way. Everybody's friends Katrina. The time was surprise already begun to remember them my mouth. Pretty sweet can be. Tell me what you got on your mind. Serve it up, I know that it's in. Break it down. Yeah. When you wanna feel good, you go to awesome. Yeah. How many of y'all like Earth, Wind, and Fire? You know what they say? Ain't it funny that the wind shook your feel shows on your face? Yeah. Yeah. Fleetwood Mac says, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they play. Marvin Gaye says, what's going on? Somebody tell me what's going on. Yeah. You see, you gotta go back to what makes you feel good. You see, y'all know music can take you places, you know what I'm saying? Music make you remember your first kiss, your first date, the first time you fell in love. Yeah. Music has a way of transporting you, and that's what's so wonderful about it. Yeah. It can pick you up when you're down. Talk to me now, right? I'm actually one more time. Y'all feeling all right? That's what I'm talking about. I got a question for you. Do you feel that bass in your chest? Oh, come on now, I don't believe you. Do you feel that bass in your chest? Oh, we're gonna come in over the classic right here. Yeah. Let's see if y'all remember this one right here. Come on, that's it.
Now, fellas, I know we can get on y'all nerves too. So, all my fellas, have you ever been in love and been pissed off? Oh, look at him, he's scared. Don't be scared, say it with your chest. Have you ever been in love and been pissed off? You see, but the thing is, you know you ain't going nowhere. You just mad for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But see, all the fun happens when you make up. Yeah, it's called balance. I want y'all to listen to this right here. Here we go. Man of the way he loves me. Man of the way he is. Man of the way he touches me. And the way that he holds his head. Ooh, but I'd be lying. Said it didn't mean a thing. I'd be lying.
a good time. I know it's a little rain falling down. It's all right. It's all right. We got some more, right?
Let's do that.
Yeah. We coming at you with a classic right here. Now listen. If you woke up this morning, you ought to be thankful. Yeah. I know I am. If you survived 2020 and you're hanging in there in 2021, you ought to be thankful. Yeah. You know, the fact that you can actually dance and listen to live music on this evening, you ought to be thankful. Yeah, break it down, y'all. You know, sometimes in life we always worry and concern ourselves with the things that we don't have. But what we need to do is be thankful for the things that we do have. Our health, our life, our strength, our family, our loved ones, our children, shelter, food on the table. Everything else can be replaced. But see those things right there, those things have substance. So many things are shallow in this life. So you got to hold on to what's real. Here we go. Though you may not have a great big Cadillac, against the white walls, TV Don't you think I drive great big Cadillac? Can't survive TV entertainment. You've been at the corridor. Come on, make some noise, everybody. Yeah. Y'all look so good on that dance floor. Ooh, that bass sure sound good. You got the sexiest ways and the sweetest smile and the funkiest style that I've seen in a long time. I've got the softest lips and the chill and touch that thrill me so much that I didn't feel in a long time. Hey baby, I'm betting that you should learn and I'm sweating more than I have been in a long time. I got the natural shades 'cause you look just like you got what it takes. Take me home, baby, right now, baby, let me